Hi everyone, this is Shara Pendarvis, artist and author of the Painter Wow books. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the brushes in the Grainy brush pack. On screen we have my painting Cliff's Edge Morning. I used the brushes in the pack to lay in the landforms and the overall composition, and I used the grainier pastels to scumble texture over the top to give a feeling of atmosphere and to add texture to the waves and the beach in the foreground. I'll demonstrate all 15 brushes. Let's start with the acrylic bristle. I'll demonstrate the brushes using basic paper, a favorite default paper texture. I want to open the paper selector right here, and I wanted to show that here is the basic paper, and I have increased the contrast from 100 to 300% so we can show off the texture in these brushes. So I have a color chosen in the color panel and the acrylic bristle. And I'm varying my pressure of the stroke, and you see the beautiful delicate texture that is available in this brush. The next brush we'll have a look at is the coarse acrylic. And the coarse acrylic shows more overall texture, and it paints thick to thin strokes. The oily speckle is a really useful, fun brush, and it shows both texture and some really pretty bristle marks. Really fun for overlaying and modeling forms. Next we have the speckle oils. And the speckle oils has more opacity change in the stroke, and it shows more texture and also paints a thick and thin stroke. Next we have the real wet oil, and the real wet oil will blend if we paint over using another color, and you get a nice subtle texture as well. The next one we'll have a look at is the bamboo pin, which you can paint thin and thick strokes with, and thin strokes if you pull across and thick strokes if you pull down, because it has an oval brush dab. The next one we'll have a look at is the Grainy blender, which allows you to blend like you see here, but you also have grain, an expressive blender. The next one we'll have a look at is the colored pencil cover, and I'm going to choose a lighter pink, and we'll just make some marks over here so we're able to make, using a lighter color, cover a darker color underneath. The next one we'll have a look at is the hard crayon, which uses a build-up method. So you see the color when I paint over will build up and darken over existing color. The next one we'll have a look at is the pastel pencil, which is a very expressive pencil, which has a little bit of blending capability in it. The Real Worn Pastel, which is a favorite of mine, has beautiful texture. And it was the Real Worn Pastel that I used to create the atmospheric look in my Cliff's Edge Morning painting. The next one we'll have a look at is the sharp pencil. A very expressive, grainy sketching pencil. And then we have the Grainy stump, which is a blender. With an oval brush dab. And then the tapered pastel, which is a favorite pastel. Real nice grainy edge to the stroke. And then finally, the worn oil pastel, which has some beautiful blending qualities to it. And there you have it. Enjoy Painter and the Grainy brush pack. Thank you for watching. Happy painting!